DLB-Network, a place for gamers.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so now we're back with part 2. Now we're going to focus on the Wii and the PS3. So, first up, the Nintendo Wii. Now, for all of you Wii fans out there, there's not going to be too many things coming this fall to look forward to. I mean, for all of you guys who are huge on Animal Crossing, I personally, I'm not real big on Animal Crossing. It's a pretty cool game. I do like it, but definitely not one of my favorites from Nintendo. So with that being said, you are going to be able to get the Wii Speak with Animal Crossing. And for those of you guys who don't know what that is, I mean, Wii Speak. So it's going to be basically a mic, I believe to be a USB mic. I've seen one image of it. I haven't seen how the actual plug looks, but I'm pretty sure it's going to plug in via USB. And once again, that's going to be coming free with Animal Crossing, which ships on November 16th. Now, I'm not sure how much it'll be as a standalone product because Nintendo hasn't stated that yet, but I'm pretty sure they will be giving out that information shortly. Also, with Nintendo comes Wii Music. So basically, Nintendo's answer to Rock Band and Guitar Hero, right? So we all seen this cutesy little game at E3 this year. Definitely something for the family, the kids to play with. Not something hardcore for you to get into, like your Rock Bands or your Guitar Heroes. They didn't state if the game was going to be online or not. So that one is still unknown. That one's supposed to ship this month on October 20th, right before the 21st, with all the huge titles that will be coming out. Next up, there will be a Wii Speak channel. No details as to what's going to be shown on this channel, but that also is supposed to be released on November 16th. Actually, I take that back. Wii Speak is actually going to be basically like how on Xbox Live you can voice chat now, or by the time this video probably hits, or by the time November comes, the new Xbox experience will be out, and you're able to go in there and chat with up to 8 people. On the PS3, you can chat with 6 people. Well, Nintendo's actually going to have a channel where you can chat, and it says with 4 groups. Now, I don't know what they mean by 4 groups. It doesn't say 4 individuals. It just says 4 groups. So when they say 4 groups, do they mean like, me and 3 other people, and as in groups they mean me and my family, and then the 3 other people and their family? I don't know, because we know how Nintendo, the Nintendo Wii is supposed to be the family system. So keep your eyes on that. Next up is also going to be the Club Nintendo service is supposed to be coming out by the end of the year. Club Nintendo. Once again, all this stuff is still fresh, still new. The recording of this video is October the 2nd, and this information just came out today. So once again, as of right now, there is no details as to what Club Nintendo is. But once again, I'm pretty sure that it has something to do with the Mii's and Lord knows what else. So next up, we're going to move it over to the PlayStation 3. Now, the PlayStation 3 has over 6 exclusives coming out this fall, in the form of games and in the forms of, how should we say, applications being home. So we have SOCOM Confrontation coming out October 14th. We have Little Big Planet, BioShock, Eternal Sonata, which is somewhat of an exclusive, but not really, because it already came out on the 360, but it's finally being released on the PS3. And those games are going to be all coming out on October 21st. Once again, that's Little Big Planet, BioShock, Eternal Sonata, and that's it. For October 21st, that's an exclusive to the PlayStation 3. Little Big Planet, BioShock, and Sonata. And then, like I said before, SOCOM Confrontation comes out October 14th. Then we have MotorStorm Pacific Rift, which comes out October 28th. And I actually, when I was talking earlier about titles slipping under the radar, I truly feel like MotorStorm, this game looks really, really good. And I think this is one of those titles that is going to slip under the radar because of the fact that there's so many titles coming right now. There's so many. And this one is going to be one of those games that slips under the radar. It's games like this, I don't understand why they don't release in January, February-ish, March, or in the summer when it's dry season between May and August. Why would you release a game like MotorStorm in the midst of all these top games? So, I mean, we'll see what happens. And then last but not least, what I believe, as far as the PlayStation 3 goes, one of the biggest games this fall for the PlayStation 3, Resistance Fallen Man 2, which ships on November 4th. And then last but not least, the home beta. Like, a lot of people keep asking me questions about home. Let me get all this out in the open right now. I cannot invite you to home. I'm not Sony. I don't work for Sony. I cannot invite you into home. So please, no more emails or messages on the PlayStation Network if I can invite you into the beta. I can't invite you into the beta. I think people misheard what I stated in the Japanese home beta video. What I said is, in order to get into the Japanese, basically to get into the Japanese servers, to get into their version of home, not to get into the beta. If you're already in the beta, you can't go to Japan or Europe. If you're in America, if you're in the American beta, you can't go to Japan or Europe without somebody from Japan or Europe, or somebody who is in or on the Europe or Japanese servers. They have to invite you to come over to the Japanese server. They can't send you an invite saying, here, get into home, because we're not Sony. Sony has to send you the invite. The way you get invited into the home is they send you an email, or however they choose to do it, that you will know, because you will get an email from Sony saying, hey, you've been invited to come participate in the home beta, blah, 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 blah. And then there'll be a promotional code for you to go into your account management, put that promotional code in, and then you'll get the beta. Once again, I cannot invite you into the beta. What I was stating was, in order to get into the European or Japanese servers, you have to be invited from somebody from Europe or Japan, or somebody who's in the Europe or Japan beta. Alright? So I can't invite you. Sony has to invite you. Now, with that being said, that's all we have for the PlayStation 3 console and the Nintendo Wii. But once again, this is going to be a huge holiday season. So like I said, save up your money. And last but not least, we have the Xbox 360 next. Peace.
Your rear smoker! Reloading!
You know, actually, wait, hold on. We're actually, I have time. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Xbox 360 right now. We're not gonna wait till later on. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way right now. So, the Xbox 360 and their exclusive titles coming this fall. So now with the Xbox 360, we've taken care of third party, we've taken care of the Wii, we've taken care of the PS3, and last but not least, we have the Xbox 360. So Microsoft has done a ton of stuff recently to get their system into the main market, into people's homes, and they're being very aggressive with their marketing. You can get a 360 now at $199. Once again, although the system is $199, I'm not sure if that's going to be the system you want to buy, because there's no hard drive, there's no, so I mean, if you don't have a 360 yet, I wouldn't recommend you getting that one. But I mean, hey, I know times is hard right now, and you got to do what you got to do. So I mean, if you got to get the 199, get the 199. But I would recommend at least getting the Pro, and not the arcade version if you can. But with that, with that being said, there are 360s on the market for $199, and I do truly feel that that is the sweet spot, and they're going to sell a lot of consoles this holiday season, being cheaper than the Wii and cheaper than the PS3. They actually have the cheapest console on the market right now, so kudos to Microsoft for that. Also, they've got the live subscription prices down, so now it's cheaper to get in the live. And not just live though, I mean, they have Microsoft points. You gotta buy stuff. You're gonna want to watch some movies. You're gonna want to watch some videos, TV shows, whatever it may be. Get some games from the arcade. Whatever it is, Microsoft Live points, those are now down now. So the prices of Xbox Live is starting to get cheaper, which is always a good thing for the consumer, because who wants to pay more? I know I sure don't. So you have that on the console side. Now on the gaming side, you have Fable 2, you have Gears of War 2, which I believe is going to be, or which is the biggest game on the 360 coming out this fall. Then you have Command & Conquer, Red Alert 3, you have Lips, you have Left 4 Dead 4, and the Xbox Experience, which is not necessarily a game, but the new, basically the new makeover that the 360 is going through right now as we speak. I want to talk about the Xbox Experience. A lot of people aren't too big on it, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, say Xbox Experience, that's the avatars that they're going to be releasing, the new interface that's going to be coming out into October, early November. I'm actually looking forward to it. But see, I'm more consider myself an all-around gamer. I can do everything from as hideous as the Wii and DS, all the way up to your hardcore Gears of War and so on and so on. So I mean, I like my casual as much as I like my hardcore, because I need a little bit of casualness as much as I do need hardcore, because I mean, sometimes shooters and getting headshots and seeing blood glisten everywhere, I just personally need, my brain just needs a, needs to get away from that. So that's when I turn to my Wii, or just something a little bit more casual. So I think this interface is going to be nice. You'll be able to talk to up to 8 people now, which is also a plus, because as of right now, October 2nd, you only can talk one-on-one with somebody, or be in a video chat one-on-one with somebody. Now, as far as the video chatting go, don't quote me on this, but I don't know if their video chat is actually going to be up to 8 people, or if it's just with you and the avatars and some of your buddies. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But I mean, the new interface, it looks good. Some newer games, some new arcade games that actually coincide with the avatars are going to be coming out this fall also. So you got that as far as the Xbox Experience go. Now you have Left 4 Dead, one of the biggest games coming from Valve, and all you guys know I love Valve. One of the biggest games coming out from Valve this fall is Left 4 Dead. I mean, they're actually talking about doing or EA is actually talking about doing a PS3 version, but as we know, it's way too late for that to hit this fall. So if and when it does come, that's going to be next year. Once again, Lips, basically like SingStar, but with Lips you can actually use your own music. Now, how is this going to play out as far as the words going across the screen, or you getting a score for it? I mean, I don't know yet. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be, you just sing along, unless they have some way of, getting the actual lyrics to the track in the game. If they can, that's beautiful. And then, they have Fable 2, the RPG that everybody loves. And then last but not least, Gears of War 2, which, like I stated before, will be the biggest release this year for Microsoft. Not just this fall, but will be the biggest release this year. So, once again, we have a, oh, and for all my 360 fans out there, hit me up on the 360. My gamer tag is DJ DLB. Once again, my gamer